All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Week 10 here at Summit High School. As Independence has traveled literally 5 minutes down the road.
5 minutes,
Justin,
yep.
Paul Breece, Justin Ventline here. We are ready for kickoff Week 10. Winner of this game, Justin, third place.
Third place, loser takes fourth. Both teams know they will be playing in the postseason next weekend. Just depends if you're going to be traveling to Smyrna or Antioch.
Gonna make a quick stop over at the old school Hickory Hollow area.
Yeah, there we go.
So Independence in the white uniforms, Summit in the navy blue, and these two schools
No love lost.
No. Yeah. You did it the politically correct way. I just said they don't like each other at all. So here we go. Summit on the return here. Going to be 23.
That's Cason Waters, a senior. So to start the game here, Summit will take their first possession. Coming into tonight's game with an overall record of 3-6, 2-2 in the region. Currently holding that fourth place spot in the region. Right behind these Independence Eagles.
Week 10, first flag of the night.
Nod.
So if you're...
you would like to have those kinks kind of ironed out by Week 10, but...
Mason McElhaney will be the quarterback. In the backfield, Sam Sloan, number 1. They had a pretty good 1-2 combo for the Spartans last week in a close loss to 5A powerhouse Nolensville Knights. So check that. Not going to be Sam Sloan in the backfield, but they're going to have a quarterback keep on the jet sweep. McElhaney.
Yep, McElhaney keeps it up the middle. He's going to pick up a big chunk of yards there. So both squads most likely going to keep the ball on the ground. I would dare say over and under for passes tonight at 9.5.
9.5. I'll take the under.
So I'll bring up second and about 5 here for the Spartans.
So Dominic Hollis is the battery mate in the backfield with McElhaney, and there he goes, taking the handoff. Going to be close. So it's going to be end up just a tad short, 3rd and 2.
Fighting for extra yards there. That's Hollis to the right side. So once again, even though the Spartans are in that shotgun spread formation, 2 runs right off the bat.
Well, Hollis going to trot out, and here comes a young man I was talking about, the senior Sam Sloan, number 1, kind of the bigger of the 2 backs. He's
the battery back.
Yeah, he's between the tackles guy. He's going to follow.
Straight keeper, and he's going to be
short
from here.
4th down decision time for Coach Coleman.
So McElhaney will end up short. Looks like no gain on the play, and the Spartans will trot out their punt unit. So good first defensive possession if you're Independence Eagles. Get a 3 and out. And if you're the Summit Spartans, you got to think that first penalty of false start pushing you back behind the sticks. I know Coach Coleman called that out in the coaches show of they're not built to be stuck in a 1st and 15, 2nd and 10 position.
So returnable punt right here. Going to be taken by, I believe that's number 2, Ryan Holloway. Going to have a pretty good return. So Week 10, Justin, we're not quite at football weather. It's where it's shorts on Week 10. It's quite amazing. So here we are. You see us up here up top in our normal
attire.
Well, yeah, normal attire. I mean, I wore this in Week 1 again in August. So who would have thought? But the cold air is coming.
Yes, a couple days. So McNeely will do the quarterbacking duties.
And pretty much identical on the first play As that's going to be McNeely.
Yep.
You talked about on the keeper. Going to pick up a good chop and change. And, the difference between Summit's first drive and Independence is no
Positive
false start.
yardage,
Positive,
yes.
Yeah, no false start.
So both teams are going to be trying to work ahead of the sticks, getting themselves in second, medium, second, and short situations. Like we said, we're not going to see the ball tossed around too much tonight. So quick handoff there to Needham.
Braden Needham going to pick up the first down on a good carry of about 14 yards. And the first down of the night comes at the 9:08 and counting mark. Again, if you are a second half viewer, right, of the WCTV Game of the Week, you may want to start now because the second half.
It is going to be coming up quick. So motion once again. That's going to be Clay Davis up the middle.
So the junior running back going to get positive yards. Again, you've talked about don't put yourselves in trouble in a third and long situation. Both these teams really content to
grind out,
keep it on the ground.
McNeely once again in the pistol formation. We'll run the option here to the left side, and they decide to keep it, pick up about 5 for the Eagles. And I think both coaches mentioned it in the coaches show. The game has evolved where players don't want to settle for 4 or 5 yards, but both offenses are built to grind out 3 yards here, 4 yards there, and try to drive down the field for points.
So a crucial 3rd and 3 here. Going to be McNeely. Comes the motion. Quick handoff.
Yep, right up to Davis. He's going to pick up the first down. So
nothing special, right, Justin?
No. It's a wing T offense in a shotgun formation. Lots of motion from your wing backs. Clay Davis is going to get the ball in his stomach multiple times, and it's just going to be dependent if McNeely wants to pull it and run the option or let Davis pound it up the middle.
Uh-oh, and maybe a busted play right here.
Yep.
Going to be sacked. McNeely on the play. Kind of went the wrong direction.
Yeah.
It looks like everybody else went the other way.
So that was Cooper Hall for the Spartans on a big tackle for loss. Let McNeely know about it after. Like we said, huge rivalry game. Independence leads the series, I believe, 6-4 all time.
So 2nd and 15, 6:55 and counting. Now, passing situation, question mark.
Questionable,
right?
Yes. I think it's going to be some sort of run once again.
So 5 seconds on the play clock, and
Coach Stidham's going to take a
Stidham,
timeout.
yeah, he's going to have to call a timeout. They had some miscommunication with some receivers out there, probably not knowing exactly what to do.
Yes.
They're like, whoa, we're passing? So going to try to straighten out that situation here. So with 6:41 in the first quarter, Paul Breece, Justin Ventline here at Summit High School against the Independence Eagles here on a crucial night for playoff implications, trying to decide who's going to be in 3rd place and who's going to be in 4th place. To me, Justin, I don't really think it's a big issue. I think both these teams probably could win their first-round game.
I was just going to say, I think both teams have a great shot next week. If you're the coaching staff for both these teams, you almost just want to get out of here without any crucial injuries, maybe work in a couple wrinkles that you're looking to use next week.
Yeah, and you're thinking to yourself, hey, Paul, what are you talking about? 3rd and 4th place, they should beat the 1st and 2nd place of the other region. Well, let me tell you a fun fact. Last week, Mount Juliet High School traveled down to Franklin, 8-0 Mount Juliet, top 10 in the state, and Franklin Admirals defeated for the season, 0-8.
Handedly, I think.
Handily defeated Wilson County's best, and it was not even close. So
that just goes to show you the talent Williamson County has in their athletic program.
Oh, and here comes McNeely. And it's going to be a thrown and a tip ball and a late flag coming out.
I mean, interesting.
It is interesting because the far judge away from the play, and it's going to probably be holding, it looks like, because they're looking at the Summit sideline.
Ineligible?
Or ineligible. Exactly. Yeah. Great call. I would back him up for sure.
No, decline it.
Okay, well, so they are going to decline it, take the down. Still in an uncomfortable passing situation. So attempt number 1 could have been a run-pass option to steal, right, Justin?
Yes. I think McNeely wanted to run it there, had some defenders in his face, decided he had to get rid of it. But it's going to bring up 3rd and long regardless.
So 3rd down and about 15 here. 6:34. Going to try to keep it under pressure. Down the seam. Incomplete. And no flags.
McNeely just overthrows his intended receiver there. Little play action to Davis up the middle, trying to find his receiver up the seam, just threw it a little too far. So,
well, the ball spotted Justin on the 33, so it made a 51-yard field goal attempt, which I think they're going to try.
Yes.
I thought maybe they would come out in punt formation and try to show a fake punt just to put it on film, right, for moving forward in the playoffs. But it looks like a 50-yard attempt about to take place from the right hash. Justin, no wind in sight.
Nope.
On the turf. Here comes the snap.
Summit's bringing everybody.
Will it be long enough? And it's going to be good.
Good.
They looked at each other like, was that short? So
about a 50-yarder.
Congratulations.
So Independence will strike first here in the border battle. 3-0 with just over a 50-yarder, which looked like it had about 5 more yards of leg on it.
Landry Majewski, number 92 right there. And the Eagles take a 3-0 lead here in the first quarter.
So despite being behind the sticks early in that last set of downs, the Eagles able to come away with points.
Well, I got to tell you, one of the biggest moments of WCTV history was the opening kickoff of Summit High School's football career here. I think it was about 10 years ago. I don't know. But it was a long time ago. And here's what I do know. Something like that needs to happen for Summit to keep pace here.
Right.
They can't give up points. They can't go 3 and outs.
Summit coming into tonight averaging 19 points a game, so it's going to be a low-scoring affair. And on the other side, Independence only averaging 23, so points are going to be at a premium tonight.
Bobbled snap and a slip on the turf is number 23 again. That's your guy.
That was Case and Waters.
Yeah, Waters. Had to really backpedal. We've talked about it. We've had Independence a few times on our WCTV Game of the Week. One of the only teams that we have 2 kickers on the kickoff.
Yes.
They show the fake. One of them goes and doesn't go. And I think it confused Waters right there.
All 11 kind of got to be heads up if you're on the kickoff return for.
Man, no joke.
Because it could be a pooch kick, could be a squib kick, could be deep kick to the 1-yard line. So
tough spot here. 1st and 10 on the 12. Hollis back there with McElhaney. And he's going to just bully his way up for about 7-8 yards. No false start, so this is a more attractive situation here.
So Summit gets themselves in a better position than they did the first possession. Pick up about 7 yards there on their first play, which Coach Coleman is going to want to do throughout the game tonight. So McElhaney with the snap, handoff, picks up 1.
Yeah, that's Hollis on the carry. He's going to be short. So Dominic Hollis, the senior. Now, speaking of senior night, I think there's about
20,000.
Oh, okay, or 22 seniors here for the Summit Spartans tonight. So a big group stuck together here. Had some.
I thought we were talking about attendance.
Attendance, oh, yeah, absolutely. We're at a standing room only situation.
parking at Independence and walking.
Tollgate.
McElhaney once again on the snap. The inside give.
Oh!
Upended. That's going to be 13. Dylan Pierce. He's going to pick up the first down, but upended by the Eagles defender.
So a first down of the first for Summit tonight. And, you know, both these teams we talked about not built for explosive plays, want to grind the clock, keep it close. If they have the ball last, they feel like they have a chance.
McElhaney once again.
McElhaney going to turn, look out in the flats.
Good ball, good catch. It's going to be 14. It's Cooper Feltz. So good pickup there on first down.
Nothing fancy, right?
No.
Just a little 5-and-out pattern and a good throw by the rolling McElhaney.
And that's a tough thing when you're a defense going against either one of these offenses, really, is your defensive backs probably start falling asleep on the pass opportunity and threat of pass. And then all of a sudden you got a quarterback rolling out and you're trying to find your receiver who's already 2 steps behind you.
Empty backfield, McElhaney. Here comes the motion. Going to be kept, and McElhaney going to pick up positive yardage again for about a gain of 6.
I believe that was Pickering on the tackle.
Pickering, we've called his name out on WCTV Game of the Week a lot. So the Summit offensive line getting the upper hand here on this drive.
So handoff number 1 there.
Sloan.
Yep.
Sam Sloan was a big
so change of pace back there for the Spartans.
He's a guy that likes to follow the blockers, and, you know, if you make contact with him, he's going to lower the shoulder. Going to make it difficult to bring down.
So good little drive here the Spartans are putting together on the positive side of 50-yard line now. McElhaney's straight carry. He's going to be caught up right there at the line of scrimmage, though.
You know, I was just saying, you know, Justin, you and I have seen quite a bit of Summit this season, and we can almost tell you who's going to get the handoff or what the action is going to be. And for Independence, knowing that, right, they've seen film, they've studied it, they've been told multiple times during meetings, and not being able to stop it, it's got to be a little disheartening.
Yes.
So here we go, 2nd and 1, normal passing down possibly. McElhaney going to hand it
right
to Sloan. He's going to just take his time and picks up about 1.5.
So defensive line there for Independence making a stand on those first 2.
Yeah, they're tired of getting bullied up front, I guess.
And it almost looks like Independence went to a smaller, maybe quicker defensive line.
Yep.
So there's Coach Scott Stidham in his, I believe, 2nd year at Independence. So starting to get that wing T grind out offense potentially in rhythm here at Independence, who was formerly known for a spread it out, slinging around offense. So McElhaney, so this
Sloan.
looks, yep.
Going to lay it out. Going to be covered well. And is it going to be caught? And the halfback pass works.
Great coverage there by Independence, but Cooper Feltz stays with it. So Sloan not only doing it on the ground, but shows off his arm there as well.
So the halfback pass fooled nobody on the Independence defense side. It was just Feltz making a play. And that's what you're going to need if you're Summit, because you're going to need to extend the field a little bit.
So McElhaney straight run.
And
he's going to make it in untouched, I believe.
Yeah. And indicates with the celebration, hey, my jersey's clean.
So 6 points can attribute it to probably the halfback pass, the play before, to set up a 6-yard scamper for McElhaney. Looks like Summit's going to go for 2. As we said, maybe testing out a couple of conversion plays for.
Well, this exactly happened last week against Nolensville. They went for 2 and failed, and got behind the 8 ball.
So empty backfield, little
inside
inside
counter.
Yep.
And it's going to convert by 13. Dylan Pierce.
So after the conversion, Summit will take the lead 8-3 with 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. So
if you're a guy that is we'll see it right here. We'll see the first touchdown. McElhaney just getting a good lead block right there.
It's a power run for the quarterback there. Couple offensive linemen pulling. I believe Hollis was there leading the way as well.
So anyway, back to my point. If you're the guy that goes by the card, right? If you're the guy that's the 2-point conversion card guy, and you're thinking to yourself, all right, 6-3. If we make an extra point, 7-3, still a touchdown possession. What good does a 2-point conversion get us, right? That's the question I raised to you, Justin Ventline.
I am not sure. Not sure.
Well, Coach Coleman.
Maybe keeping away from a tie game if Independence kicks a field goal, 6-6. But Coach Coleman being aggressive there after his first touchdown. Maybe it's attributed to field goal kicker injury that we don't know about, or a special teams injury. But regardless, Summit lining up to kick it off here to Independence. Kickoff is fielded at the 2-yard line. I believe that's Holloway. Brings it out to about the 25-yard line.
Number 1, Calvin Wall.
Calvin Wall, number 1, excuse me.
Tackle number 29, Braylon Thompson.
So McNeely will lead the Independence Eagles back out for their second possession of the game with 47 seconds left here. That first possession, we saw a heavy dose of McNeely and Davis. McNeely's in a play
floater
pass.
Just over the outstretched arms of, what is that, number 7?
Steele Katina.
Who is a big play threat for Indy.
So maybe Coach Stidham thinking Summit will be sleeping on the first down play, trying to take a shot play there.
Normally you don't see a big shot play on first down after you got scored upon, right?
Yes.
Usually after a created turnover or a 4th down stop, but off the kickoff, interesting.
So I'll bring up 2nd and 10. McNeely with the
man. He's got a head of steam, yeah.
Peyton Greathouse.
Number 3, Peyton Greathouse with the carry.
Greathouse.
About 20-yard pickup there.
It'll be 1st and 10 Indy from the 45.
When he got the ball, he was running downhill for sure. So Greathouse with a pickup of about, you called it maybe 10, or 20. Excuse me.
Yep. Times 2.
I'm off the clock, sir.
Yeah.
No education, please.
So McNeely back in the empty set. 2 wing backs, 1 on each side. Number 5 goes in motion, gets the handoff. This one might be coming back. So Needham with the handoff. He's going to pick up about 11, but I think this one got some laundry on the field by the back judge. Usually an indication, yep. Holding on the offense.
So a crucial penalty on the Eagles is going to back him up.
So once again, we've seen on both teams first down penalties. He's going to force you behind the sticks here. Not what you want when you're a run-focused offense. So that'll push them back 10 yards from their original spot, or line of scrimmage, I should say. Summit making a quick defensive line substitution. I believe that was number 37, Robert Bailey, the senior, checking in.
Well, that's going to wrap it up,
Yep.
Justin.
Yep.
First quarter's over. Right here in the books in our WCTV Game of the League, Paul Breece, Justin Ventline here at Summit High School, where the Summit Spartans on week 10, last week of the regular season, lead 8-3. And I tell you what, you think to yourself, you're maybe looking around on the stream and you see the bleachers full and you're thinking, man, the whole city of Thompson Station's here. Well, truth be told, there's also a big game north 65, the Battle of the Woods, or Wood, depending on who you talk to. Brentwood and Ravenwood, and apparently the whole city of Brentwood is there at that game, as they are battling for
first and second place.
So I think it's great that all these rivalry games are finishing up on week 10.
I do enjoy it. When you look at the college game, usually the big rivalry games are either extremely early in the season or the last week or two of the season as well. So the TSSAA making a schedule change to Region 6A, 6, pairing up all the rivalry games here in Week 10. Like we said, small implications for who you're playing next week. No real large implications of who's in, who's out.
We're back at it.
I was going to say I missed that one.
Yeah, it was a quick handoff right up the middle. I would think both of us were kind of
trying to find check scores.
Yeah, and I was enjoying Rocky Top right there. Rarely they play good music like that. No offense to the Vanderbilt faithful here. To my right.
So that'll bring up second and about 18 for the Eagles. They're going in a 3-wide set pistol. Davis lined up behind McNeely. Straight drop back. It's going to be caught by number 20. That's Q Stencil for the Eagles.
Pass complete to number 20, Q Stencil.
Gets him past the original line of scrimmage. So a little bit more manageable third down coming up here for Independence. Andrew Switzer checking in for the Spartans.
Let's hear you, Spartan fans. It's third down.
So big third down coming up for both sides of the ball here. Independence going with an empty set, 2 wingbacks. Handoff around the right side.
Going to be short. And a tackle by number 4.
That's Cooper Hall.
Yeah, Cooper Hall.
Did a great job stringing that jet sweep out as long as he could, using the sideline as his friend. So it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the one thing the Eagles do have to their favor is their special teams play has been outstanding this year. Done a great job pinning their opponent deep when they do have to punt.
We got a false start on Indy, so it's going to back it up 5 more. 4th and 6, going to make it a 4th and 11 now. So, not sure if that was a fake punt situation because we have a whole slew of new people coming out. So, interesting. I don't know if the Summit defense picked up on it, but when you see a whole host of linemen trot in after the punt. And it's going to be a low snap. Plenty of time, though. Nice kick. And so they did have Summit fooled, but it's Going to continue to trickle. The turf has won again down at about the 16-yard line. So, Justin, let's reflect back on that punt, right?
Not sure what happened.
So, you know, we talked about it earlier. Hey, throw a fake punt in there just to put it on film for the playoffs, right? It looked like Independence was going to dial it in right there, and then you had the false start on the end over there, and then, lo and behold, we had the massive substitution of the punt team coming in for sure, minus the punter and the two blockers. So the Summit offense back at it. McElhaney, handoff to number 2, Hollis. Yeah.
Yep. So Hollis picks up about 7 there on the play. So Independence defense giving up just over 19 points a game. These two teams similarly stacked up statistics-wise, scoring about 20, giving up about 18. So as we said, they're both set up to grind out wins. The Hollis there at the handoff, breaks a couple tackles, picks up the first down. So Hollis there did a great job bouncing around in the hole, finding some open space, able to pick up the first down. So McElhaney once again has Cooper Hall in the backfield with him now. Straight power run to the left. McElhaney's going to come close to the first down. We got the far.
We got a quick stoppage of clock, so yeah, we're going to get the first down. So another pretty good start here for the Summit drive with 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter as there's Coach Bryan Coleman. You know, he's had to adjust his offensive scheme a little, just a tad without the Wade brothers here. Who were at the University of Kentucky. Low snap, handoff. Is that Hollis? Nope, that's number 4.
Cooper Hall.
Cooper Hall again, who made the good defensive play earlier. So doing things on both sides of the field.
Like you said, Paul, Hall definitely the more, hate to use the word strength back, but he's shown a little bit more pop in his pads than Hollis.
So a first down after the Hollis run. He's going to stay in there, flanked by McElhaney. Hollis going to take it again, actually. Little step, going to be pushed forward, and momentum is going to stop for about a gain of 2.
So picks up about 2 there on the play with forward progress. So they're actually going to give him about 4 on that.
Gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 46.
So again, moving the sticks, moving the down marker, keeping yourself in a manageable situation. So Hollis checks back in.
Low snap again. This is going to be number 2.
Hollis.
Yep, Hollis. So it's running back by committee right now.
It'll be 3rd down 2 from the 41.
There's really 2 strategies like you were talking about, Paul. What do you want to put on film for Smyrna and Antioch for next week? Do you just want to stay completely vanilla, or do you want to try to be very exotic and make them plan for everything?
That's right. I think the latter, but I do know this. Whatever it takes, one of these two teams is definitely, both of them are in it to win it, right? They don't want to hear it for the next year saying they lost to their rival.
Yeah, I believe Coach Coleman was saying in the coach's show, the pregame speech probably could have been short and sweet today. Hey, guys, it's Indy.
Y'all want to show up? Okay.
Don't need that rah-rah pump-up speech when you're playing your rival, that's for sure. So 4th down, someone's going to go for it here.
Hard count. Oh, man, they got him.
Now it's Pickering, I believe, here on the close side to pick up a free 1st down. So Reese Pickering, the star defensive player for the Eagles, gets caught with the hard count.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 37.
Will give the Spartans a fresh set of downs to operate out of. Hollis in the pistol.
Counter.
Yep, another inside handoff.
Oh, the dance. Huge 1st down by number 13.
So that's Dylan Pierce. And you mentioned it, Coach. Pierce doing a great job avoiding those shoestring ankle tackles. Scooting his feet, high stepping through. Picks up a huge 1st down after the encroachment.
Very patient run right
Yes.
there. Didn't have to do anything fancy. And all momentum Summit Spartan way here with 4 minutes left until halftime. Quick handoff to Hollis. He's going to dance his way for maybe a gain of 1.
Hollis on the carry. Gain of 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down, 9 from the 20.
So huge possession here. If Summit's able to grind out this 3 minute, 45 seconds left, can score, I believe they will receive the second half kickoff as well. So McElhaney back, empty set, straight run. Following his big offensive lineman, he's going to be close to the 1st down.
McElhaney on the carry.
So they're waving for the 1st down.
1st down, Spartans.
So just grinding away this last 3 minutes of the 1st half. Be a huge situation if Spartans can score here going into half.
Here comes the counter play. Nope. Going to be a quarterback keep.
Yep, back to back, just power
Oh,
runs
he's
for
got it.
McElhaney.
Mason McElhaney with 11-yard touchdown run.
That's his 2nd of the night, following right behind his big offensive lineman. That was Ian McCarthy. Give offensive linemen a little love on the broadcast.
So 2-point conversion.
Yes. No.
Doesn't.
Yeah, have nothing to lose here.
Well, yeah. 15-3 or 16-3, it's still 2-score game. McElhaney going to carry that in
again,
untouched.
yeah.
Man, the Summit
That one
offensive
was
line.
easy. So McElhaney untouched, back-to-back plays for the Spartans. They're going to stretch their lead to 16-3 with 2:45 left here in the 1st half.
You know, it's interesting. We talk about the 2-point conversion again. You know, maybe one of these things that Coach Coleman says, you know what? You know those coaches that go for it on all 4th downs?
Yep.
Maybe Coach Coleman's saying, listen, if I can't go 2 yards
With
and
the
get an extra
offensive,
point,
yeah.
with the offense we have, you know, we don't deserve to kick it now. It really does add up if you can score at least 3 touchdowns. Because 3 times 8 is 24. That's right.
I don't have enough fingers for that one.
Because if you do the traditional 7 points, you get 21.
Correct.
So it's going to take an extra field goal.
Correct.
16, and you go 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. A field goal wins it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
I don't know what's going on.
So Hall, do-it-all player for Spartans
Man, no
on the
joke.
kickoff.
No joke. And this is going to be close. He better pick it up. Still out there. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Well, maybe
Did he call
call
for a fair catch?
If that is the case and he took off, should be a flag. And Coach Coleman's going to get some information. Say, wait a minute, that was a live ball, I think, right?
So it looks like they're going to call it dead there, where the ball landed.
First and 10 Independence from the 12.
So interesting call. Nonetheless, Independence will take over on the 12 with 2:42 left. Like we said, both offenses not conducted to air it out, but this might be a situation where Coach Stidham wants to see what McNeely's got.
Oh, the lefty going to air it out. It's going to be just short.
So throwing to his intended receiver, Cam Howard.
Falls incomplete. 32nd down.
So you also run the risk here, if you're Independence, of having to punt it back to Summit.
And
Summit receives the second
that's
half
right.
kickoff. So I would assume Coach Stidham is going to go with some sort of run play here to get at least that clock moving. Now, Summit does have all 3 timeouts left, so they can force a situation here on Independence if they want to.
so pretty good run here by Indy to kind of shorten it down a distance here.
24, Torrey King, so it splits it.
Tackle number 58,
Listen, I got an update on that kickoff. One of the coaches from Summit texted me the back. I texted him. I said, why was that play? The guy in front of him called for a fair catch.
Interesting. And didn't catch it.
There's a lot of fair catch rules that I didn't know about starting from college. Tennessee probably got hosed a little bit on that, but
McNeely airs it out
Oh.
just off the fingertips.
would have been a first down.
Braden Needham,
Yeah.
so that's going to force a punt situation for Independence. And the Summit student section is letting Needham know that he might have had too many pieces of Halloween candy before the game.
Back to punt for Independence, number 39, Andrew Bingham. Back to receiver Summit, number 31.
So Bingham back to kick. Has a good leg. One of the strengths of the special teams
Oh,
for
that is beautiful.
Independence.
Oh, my. No returner. There is
That's going to
talk about flipping the field.
Yes. So great job, special teams there by Independence. Could have been a dicey situation as we go into the halftime. Getting stopped on a 3-and-out, pinned deep in your own backfield, essentially. Now we'll see if Coach Coleman wants to let McElhaney air it out. He's done a lot of damage with his legs thus far in this first half, and he's going to go again. Quarterback power to the right
and a
side.
big pop.
McElhaney on the carry.
So McElhaney keeps it for a gain of about 5.
So clock's going to continue run. Interesting if Coach Coleman's just going to ride this out till halftime. We'll see right here. Handoff. Hollis.
He's got a hole, and he went
the
back.
wrong-
Yeah.
He went against the grain back into the field of tacklers, if you would
Yes.
say.
He had an interesting, because he had a wide open lane towards the sideline, and rather than taking a timeout, Hollis could have ran out of bounds, stopped the clock. Interesting choice.
Yeah. Sideline wide open.
Yes. nonetheless, picks up the first down. We'll get a new set of downs for the Spartans after the timeout.
Still a long ways to go. And if you're the Spartan fan, or you're thinking, hey, we need to get to this yard line to have a field goal attempt, we couldn't tell you because the Spartans have yet to even attempt a PAT. So
quick update.
Quick update.
Up 65, I-65. 6 minutes left in the first half. Brentwood leads 7-0.
7-0.
In the Battle of the Woods. Or the Battle of the Wood.
This is maybe the only time you could go to the Brentwood Chick-fil-A and not wait in line. Here we go.
Hand off to Hollis once again. Lots of defenders there to slow his path.
Coach Coleman's going to let the clock run on this time.
Gain of 2 yards.
I think he realized, hey, don't turn this over.
Yeah. So clock ticking down to under 40 now. Hollis once again up the middle.
Got a little burst.
He's
going to be
just
short.
Stop. No, it's going to be a stop of. Yeah, they're going to wave him.
First down.
So Coach Coleman gets a stop the clock there. He takes a timeout. Flirting with midfield.
So 35 seconds remaining. And while we do have a little time, the Franklin Admirals, who we mentioned earlier, who've had a kind of a tough season, did finish the season with a win last night over Nashville Overton, John Overton High School. I believe it was 28-6. So
ending with back-to-back
victories. Confidence. After the coaching change, they win 2 out of 3. And they have a good group of seniors coming back, who I would call the core, who have been riding with the Admirals since day one of their freshman year.
We mentioned it at the top of this game of both these teams should be favored in their first round. Darren Joins made a bold statement that you could throw Franklin into the playoffs right now, and he bets they could win 1 or 2 games.
Probably so. So here we go, straight drop back. Summit going to go deep, going to be overthrown and
picked off.
And so here we
this
go.
This is
the
this is going to be an interesting situation here. He's got some speed, and with 20 seconds left, Independence pushed out after the interception. So McElhaney intercepted by Needham.
And you got to wonder, right? You got to wonder.
We've seen a 50-yarder.
You're exactly right. And this is right here, 56. So
with 2 timeouts.
The special teams coach is like, give me 7 yards, coach. We're good.
And I'm sure Coach Stidham is saying, I'll take 39 yards.
Exactly. So going to be an interesting play call here again. Inside counter.
Give. Lots of good blocking on the exterior. So picks up the first down. That'll stop the clock naturally. Coach Stidham calling for a timeout.
Yep.
So 12 seconds left now. Independence with 1 timeout left after that one. Do you take a shot?
We saw Summit take a shot, and look what happened. I say you continue to run the ball. If you break one, you break one. Don't get out of what you do best. What happens when you get uncomfortable? You make a mistake.
Yes. Is this a you call 2 plays situation?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
You got 2 plays in you, I think.
If you pick up a first down, absolutely.
Yes.
They're also probably telling your ball carriers, if you can get to the sideline, please step out.
So 12 seconds remaining. McNeely, empty backfield. Here comes the motion man. Fake. Down the seam. He had a man wide open.
He had Peyton Greathouse wide open in the seam. That was going to be a walk-in touchdown for Independence. And
that may be the second time it's gone off the fingers.
Yes.
First
time was Needham. Second time was Greathouse.
So now you got one play and a timeout.
So what's your best running play here? Or you ask your kicker, what hash do you want it on?
Exactly. All right, we'll throw it in the middle of the field if you want. Counter.
So inside handoff there.
And you better stop dancing.
So that's Greathouse.
Sometimes you got to go.
Yeah, you just got to get down. And luckily, he's able to get stopped with time still left on the clock. So I'm assuming they'll trot out the field goal unit here.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
The Summit MC let him know.
Yep.
Bring out the special teams.
Special teams. If you had to have a check mark between Summit or Independence on the special teams, check mark has gone to Independence.
Absolutely.
From the 50-yard made field goal to the flipping of the field of the punts to the beneficial fair catch call. That
knowing the rules, I guess.
Yeah, knowing the rules is the key. Special teams coach, get that guy a raise.
That was almost a Vrabel-esque call. Knowing the rules.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that. 37-yarder from the right hash. Already got one from 50. And here comes the
ice
baby.
So Landrick Majewski, the kicker for Independence.
Junior.
No one talked to him. Don't talk to him.
You got to think of the kicker. What? Nobody's my friend? Oh, you're always over there by yourself in practice. What do you want to talk about? We're out here running laps, sweating.
You're just kicking off a tee.
You kick 10 times and you get to go home.
Don't even have to put the pads on.
You really don't. So we're going to see maybe a good halftime show here at Summit High School. I saw Independence. I walked in with their band. I couldn't get through. It was a continuous train of
very strong band programs in Williamson County as well.
Saw two good ones last week.
Nolensville.
I'm sorry. I saw Nolensville. Yes, that was a great one.
So Majewski steps it off. Snap good. A little high. Kick is up. That looks like it's going to be.
Oh! Wow! I thought it was good. You thought it was good.
I thought it was right down the middle. It must have been off to the right.
So we're heading to the house, Justin. 16-3 here at Summit High School. The Summit Spartans lead. Paul Breece, Justin Ventline back for the second half. We'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our second half here, our WCTV game of the week at Summit High School, where the Summit Spartans lead 16-3 over the crosstown rival Independence High School. Justin Ventline. Hey, I'm Paul Breece. We're back. Second half.
Final regular season game of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Smoke is in the air. I don't know.
Somebody's got the bonfires going. It smells like fall out here.
It smells like fall. Feels like summer. Got a little confusion.
Global warming.
Somebody tell Mother Nature. Yeah, absolutely. So halftime lasted longer than the first half, but we're ready to go.
Yes.
Summit, Justin, had a little confusion, is kicking off.
Yes, I thought
they won the toss, but no. And here comes a deep return from the 1 yard line.
Calvin Wall.
Ooh.
And bring it out to just past the 25.
Number 1, Calvin Wall on the return for Independence.
So the 26, if you missed the first half, we had
It'll be first and 10 from the 27.
a pretty quick first half.
Yes.
Summit scored first, then a 50-yard field goal by Independence, made it 6-3 after a missed two-point conversion. Then Summit came back and scored. No, we scored a two-point conversion. Yeah, I'm thinking,
Yes.
wait a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two
tou-
two-point conversions.
2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. One made 50-yarder, one missed 37-yarder.
And here we are.
And we're back.
So McNeely's in it.
Oh, and the
Keep
option.
it. Yep, option left.
This
Lots of running room.
This is our downhill runner. I believe that's number 3.
Number 5, Braden Needham on the carry.
Oh, no, that's
Needham.
Needham,
Yep.
number 5.
Independence.
You know, when they run away from us, it's hard to.
All these shiny numbers, too.
It'll be first and 10 from the
Regardless, Needham picks up the first down. It's going to give the Eagles a fresh set of downs. So one play, 15 yards, and a first down.
We're just days away from Halloween, and we're still in shorts. Me personally, I'm
Yes.
still wearing shorts. So
I thought it was me colder than this.
here comes the snap. Inside carry. Oh, and immediately stopped by number 0.
Clay Davis on the carry.
So Davis on the carry. He's usually lined up in that fullback position out of the wing
Makai
tee, but
Bell on the tackle. It's always good to see a 0 in a
Yeah.
tackle, right? I mean, it's
I like that they're bringing the 0 out.
let
Bring
them
it-
play.
yeah, let 'em play.
Let them play. You know, if I said to you Bad News Bears, would you have a clue what I'm talking about?
Two versions of Bad News Bears.
How about? Yeah, multiple versions, probably. Bad News Bears, you know they went to Japan as well. That's a good one. Here comes McNeely going to be great catch.
First completed pass.
McNeely's pass complete to number 7, Steel Katina.
That's Steel Katina.
Well, if you're going to throw at somebody, he's your guy.
Yes. Long lineage of Katinas at Independence.
And even Centennial.
Yeah. Yep.
It'll be third down from the 48.
So gets him into a much more manageable third down.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, 2-down territory, 4-down territory. Here we go. Quick handoff, plenty of room.
He's still going.
Number
So that's
24, Torrey King on the carry.
24, Torrey King, the sophomore running back
Number 13, Dylan Pierce. First down
for the
Independence.
Eagles. So pick up a first down. Maybe 37, Robert Bailey checking in for the Spartans. So good first possession out of halftime here for the Eagles, moving the ball pretty easily downfield. So motion man McNeely with the handoff.
Torrey King on the carry.
Once again, that's King with the carry.
Going to be carried for about 3.
Tackled by 58, Jackson King.
Well, normally, you only do shout-outs during the game of important top viewers here in our WCTV Game of the Week. I've been told
It'll be second down from the 37.
Deb Ventline is watching
Yeah,
from
from Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay. Not Michigan.
Going to take fandom back up to Michigan. And there's Katina once again.
Well, I'm sure your mom is probably trying to pick a new college football team to support.
The Chippewas.
Eastern Michigan.
Central.
Central
Coach,
Michigan.
Coach,
I
come on.
apologize. Is that like spitting in your face? If
Yeah,
I apologize. I'm sure.
Not as bad as Western Michigan.
Oh, the Broncos.
The Broncos.
Okay.
Might catch a Chippewas game.
Is there a South Michigan?
Detroit.
Detroit Mercy. Oh, and a handoff is faked, and a little toe tap there for about 4 yards for McNeely.
McNeely with the keeper. Push out of bounds by number 17, Landon Rowe.
Out of bounds, going to stop the clock.
Oddly enough, Eastern Michigan is basically South Michigan.
be second down 5.
Anywho, 2nd and 5 here.
Anywho, here we go.
McNeely right up the middle, yeah. It's the bread and butter. Spins away out of 1, trying to spin away out of 2.
Man, you got to make the tackle, Summit Spartans. This is the auspicious start that the Coach Stidham and the Eagles needed offensively.
Needed to come out and get points for sure, down 2 scores. So 1st and goal. In a favorable situation here for the Eagles. Go back to their wing pistol set. Straight up the middle there.
Oh, big hit. But he's going to just lean in for a 4-yard touchdown. Who was that, number 11?
Clay Davis.
Clay Davis, yeah.
That's their go-to guy in the red zone. So he scores a pivotal touchdown for the Eagles. So first possession coming out of halftime. Independence able to capitalize and get 6 on the board. Majewski will trot out for the extra point.
Not going to go for 2.
Not going to go for 2.
Not going to make a difference. And the kick is up, and it is going to be good.
I was going to say, when you have a kicker with Majewski's abilities, I don't know if going for 2 is even in the playbook. It's not even in the playbook.
So your new score here at Summit High School, 16-10, Spartans lead, but Independence takes it 75 yards in a cloud of dust to tighten it up a little bit. We had a halftime score for the championship of the 6A region championship between the Ravenwood Raptors and the Brentwood Bruins. 14-0 at halftime, the Bruins lead. That is a similar situation where both teams, as you say,
will host next week.
No love lost, and both teams will host no matter what. Just you're going to host a really, really bad team if you're number 1. So
and just above bad team if you're number 2, probably.
So let's give a quick shout out to another top fan, Brooks Ventline. Is he still awake?
I don't know if he's still awake.
8:29.
I sure hope not. It's going to be a long day tomorrow if he is.
Well, with Vandy having an away game, maybe you're getting called into the bullpen.
Franklin Pumpkin Festival tomorrow.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
Downtown Franklin, Main Street.
The rain going to hold off for you?
We will see.
Yeah, we'll see. Here comes the old double kick.
Oh, onside.
And that is plenty. Goes to quality 10 yards and going to be recovered
by the kicker.
By the kicker. We've seen it set up, and we've seen it.
I think the Summit front line is just, I think, stunned at that.
Well, they ran immediately back before he was even kicked.
So they gave him even more cushion.
So Coach Stidham has rolled the dice.
Shot play.
It is official. Brooks is in the bet. Now, he may be on his cell phone watching YouTube, but
on his tablet. He's probably got his tablet out.
What is the Disney show of choice now, or whatever?
Mickey Mouse Trick or Treat right now.
Okay, all right.
We've wore that one out, Coach.
Gotta hope for Thanksgiving soon. Here comes McNeely in the shotgun. Going to get Davis here on the inside. He's taking it, dancing. And a quality gain. And the Independence faithful across the way, Justin.
They've woken up for sure.
They have definitely woken up. The bands were on point in the battle of the bands. And now Independence says, you know what? We're going to match this excitement.
We had battle of the bands, battle at Chick-fil-A. Now we got a battle on the field.
I think they had a canned food drive results as well, and I think Independence won that. It was announced at halftime.
So McNeely back in the pistol, double wing set.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Going to bring him back.
Need him, yep.
Need him. Let's do it all over again. Option play. Nope.
Yep. He pulled it. McNeely, late pitch to Needham.
Wow, to perfection. First down. And the Independence.
If you're gonna show a clip of how to run the triple option to perfection, that is on point right there.
When I was growing up, we called it when it was under center, we called it the wishbone.
Huh.
31, Michael Crutcher.
And the Georgia Bulldogs, Herschel Walker, were the, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? The originators.
The creators.
The creators. Well, a lot of people ran it back in, but they were legit.
So, I thought handoff to Davis there. McNeely's going to keep it. Come up close to the first there.
So all the under-bettors are going to get a little nervous here as points are starting to pile up here early in the third quarter.
Like we mentioned in the first half, both teams giving up about 20 yards or 20 points a game on defense. So we're starting to get close to that. So 2nd and 1, just over 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. McNeely handoff right up the middle. That's going to be enough for the first down.
That Needham? Who is that getting off the bottom?
That's
24.
Number 24,
Torrey King. So sophomore running back for the Eagles. I was looking at the stat chart before the game. Leading rushing yards per game, Clay Davis with 50. So that just goes to show you with a rushing attack, spreading the wealth. I think they have a running back averaging 50, McNeely averaging 45. Another inside handoff to number 3, bounces off a couple tacklers. That's Greathouse. And then Needham averaging 37. So no one that you can really key on from a defensive perspective of this is going to be the guy we need to stop in order to beat him. They're great running back by committee for the Eagles in this. It's not a wing T. It's a pistol wing almost.
Yeah.
So Greathouse once again on the left side.
Greathouse on the carry.
It's going to be close to the first down marker.
Well, this is a situation you've kind of shown your hand with the onside kick, and you got the recovery. You're going to need to score a touchdown here.
It's 4-down territory for sure.
Yeah. So 3rd and 1 here with 4:28 and counting in the third quarter.
It's 3rd down, Spartan fans. Let's hear some noise.
So Independent's going to spread it out here on offense. I would assume this is going right up the gut, though.
I want a shoestring tackle, but it is going to be enough for a first down. So set them up with 4 new.
So it's King once again.
We're going to go from about the 2.5.
So 4 chances here. So quick substitution there for Summit, getting some fresh defensive linemen in. McNeely's going to keep it right up the middle.
It's going to be a score.
Yeah. So huge change of momentum here in the second half. Summit offense hasn't touched the ball, and we only have 3:47 left here in the third quarter. So the onside kick by Independence results in 6. Majewski on for the extra point to take the lead late in the third. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:47 left here in the third quarter, Independence retakes the lead 17-16 over Summit. And if you're, so we'll see here, McNeely, straight power run right up the middle. When you only got 2 yards to go and you got an offensive line like that, Coach, it's pretty easy to pick it up. One issue I have with that, though, why don't teams go under center more?
It's too dicey. I've heard from certain coaches that they feel like the center quarterback exchange is a lot safer, and the chances of fumbling the ball.
It's safer throwing it back 3 yards then
I'm just letting you know they would rather lose yardage than turn it over.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, so now, again, that's 14 straight for Independence in this third quarter. And after the previous kickoff by Independence, which resulted in an onside kick and a successful recovery, we are going to see another opportunity, possibly first opportunity for Summit to get the ball this quarter.
So once again, 2 kickers set up.
Here comes the runner.
Kick is deep.
Oh, he's got a head of speed. Here he goes.
Kason Waters.
Stiff arm and a saving tackle by number 1 for Independence.
It's Calvin Wall. Saves a huge, I mean, there's a lot of momentum change there, but could have been a lot worse if you're the Eagles. So McElhaney will trot the offense out here for the first time.
Yeah, a lot of knock the cobwebs off.
He's joined there by Hollis. Straight quarterback run, power run.
McElhaney on the carry for Summit.
McElhaney.
That's enough for a long Roberts first down.
We've seen that quite a few times already tonight, just a quarterback power run. Following his big offensive lineman, Hollis also leading the way. And McElhaney is not one to shy away from a hit either.
Well, flipping some blockers here. See if they go toward the strength, and they do. McElhaney's going to pick up a good chunk of charge.
Looks like he got tripped up there at the line of scrimmage, or I think he might have been going for 10, 15 more yards. So Summit doing a good job answering back on their first offensive possession. 2 good pickups by McElhaney on the quarterback power. They'll hand it off this time to Hollis.
He's going to be close to a first down. Let's see if they...
Dominic Hollis, the ball carrier.
Nope, they're going to spot him short.
So third and about a yard.
Third down, 1 from the 19.
So McElhaney by himself there. Quarterback power to the left once again. He's got a lane.
Oh.
Stiff arm. Dragged out of bounds by Austin Oakes. But not before he picks up first down. And that's going to bring up first and goal, which I would assume is 4-down territory, as we have not seen a field goal kicker yet for the Spartans. So Sam Sloan joins McElhaney in the backfield. Inside, yeah.
That was a good counter, but unfortunately the defensive line for Indy really stuffed that and pushed the offensive lineman in the backfield, which slowed the momentum of the runner right there. So second, and now we're outside of the 10-yard, right? But it was still goal to go.
But once again, both these offenses, you don't want to get in a second and long situation. It limits your play calling abilities when you're going with a wing T wishbone type offense.
Speaking of what? Oh, no.
McElhaney
Now,
carries.
Here's an interesting question or thought. You've yet to attempt a PAT. A field goal puts you ahead. I'm looking over here at the sidelines, and there's no kicking net.
I don't think there is a kicker.
But, you look on the opposite side, Independence does have a kicking net, so I'm just wondering if there was to be called upon a kicker, who would it be and what would happen? And we may have a chance to find this out if they don't put it in here.
Cooper Hall is taking the kickoff duties for the Spartans.
We're going to get a chance.
He's in a roll.
Oh, in the back of the end zone, wide open. No, he dropped it. And that's not who I intended.
Yeah.
The other gentleman,
Dylan Pierce, number 13, was wide open in the middle of the end zone. And maybe that ball floated a little bit on
yeah, you want to say McNeely, right?
Yes.
McElhaney.
McElhaney.
We probably mixed it up a few times tonight.
But 2 receivers in the general vicinity. But I think, like I said, I think Pierce was potentially the intended target, wide open in the middle of the end zone.
This is definitely a passing down. McNeely going to scramble. He's going to have to tuck, throw, score.
Now he found, yes. So McElhaney finds Pierce.
Yeah, who originally on the play before was wide open.
So great recovery there by McElhaney. Has accounted for all 3 scores tonight, rushing 2 in, throwing 1 in. They'll go for 2 once again. Sloan and McElhaney in the backfield. Power set here, and that's too easy if you're the Spartans. So after the 2-point conversion, Summit will retake the lead 24-17 with 17 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, we'll see the replay right here on the touchdown throw. Very unusual to see Summit take the snap back. Pump fake gives him a little extra time. There's a separation as the linebacker decides to take a chance to go after the quarterback, McNeely, and it does not pay off.
No.
Pierce touchdown.
That was Austin Oakes on the coverage, comes off of Pierce. And that's the issue when you have a dual threat quarterback like that, of you don't want him to take off for the touchdown and you come off your receiver. Regardless, Summit able to tack on 8 points there on that drive.
We talked about at the beginning, once Summit scored their first touchdown and went with a 2-point, we were like, maybe he's avoiding a tie. Well, if you look at the scoreboard, 7 more. We're going to overtime.
Does Coach Stidham go for 2?
No.
So Cooper Hall on for the kick. Yeah. Calvin Wall and King deep back to return. Goes short to the up back. Makes a few minutes, breaking a few tackles. That was 43. Give you one guess at what the last name is.
Katina.
Blaze Katina.
Tackle by number 20, Nathan Hayes. You'll be first and 10 Independence from the 48.
So first 2 possessions Independence had here in the second half, able to easily march down the field. We'll see if this Summit defense had any time to adjust while their offense finally took the field in the second half. So McNeely on the keeper.
A great play. Is that Pierce?
Yep.
I'll catch the ball. I'll make the tackles, guys. Don't worry. Jump on my back.
And with that,
that's it. But the 4's up.
But the 4's up.
Fourth quarter here in our WCTV Game of the Week. The Summit Spartans lead on senior night, 24-17 over a crosstown rival, Independence High School. Justin, do or do we not have an update from Brentwood? I put you on the spot. I apologize. Hey, while we're waiting for that score, let me tell you, we're starting the fourth quarter, and guess whose last fourth quarter this is on our WCTV Games of the Week is our good friend Lance West, Mr. Producer.
The glue guy.
The
guy.
He is the guy that keeps it alive down in the truck. He is moving on to greener pastures. And his last WCTV Game of the Week, it's been a long time since the days of interning at WCTV to being large and in charge. Lance, we're going to miss you. Don't be a stranger. He's really not going to be a stranger. He's going to be around. But
we will be at Vanderbilt games.
Lance, well, come on down, Lance. He's, you know what he says? Plenty of tickets available. He's got an inside source. Here we go. Second down and 8 here in the fourth quarter. Quick handoff. Big run. Clay Davis going to be knocked. The ball's out. And it's going to be turned over, and Summit has got it. Number 17. That's going to be Landon Rowe on the recovery. Clay Davis slow to get up after the big shot. Just what the doctor ordered if you're the homestanding Spartans. As Justin Ventline here next to me throws his hands up like, I can't find the score for the Brentwood Ravenwood game. So Summit, who had a hard time even getting an offensive series in the third quarter, now is going to start with the fourth quarter with the ball and a offense that can drain this thing.
So Hollis stretching it out.
And he's going to stay in bounds.
It's number 17 for the Eagles, Eli Ballman. Does a great job stretching that play out to the sideline, using it as his free defender, essentially. So Spartans will be in no hurry here. 7-point lead. Both offenses definitely going to drain the clock regardless of when they have the possession. So McElhenry hands off once again to Hollis, but the Eagles defense swarming. That's twice they've tried that right side and have lost yards both times. So sets them up behind the sticks in a 3rd and 12 situation. So we've seen McElhaney throw it for a touchdown, run for 2. We'll see if he shows off the arm once again here. All alone in the backfield. Hands it off to Pierce on the inside trap. And is able to get tripped up there.
And we're going to see a punt.
I believe that was 22, Justice Durant. So we'll see a special teams play here by Summit for the first time. Outside kickoff and kick return. Independence 2 men deep.
Good snap. Pretty good end over end. Yeah, we'll see if they get up. Oh, you, me, somebody.
I say Independence got a friendly bounce there going back.
Yeah. It was two Independence Eagles back deep, and neither one of them really wanted to commit.
They didn't want anything with that.
So Independence, who had the last offensive possession with a caused fumble on a turnover. I got to tell you, Justin, while you threw your hands up in the air for the Brentwood score, I did some searching myself. I got nothing.
I've got,
First and 10 Independence from the 35.
with 44 seconds left in the third quarter, Brentwood just added a field goal to extend their lead. They're up 17-0 over Ravenwood.
Oh, and the loose ball
Ball's
pops
loose,
out.
yeah.
Is Pierce got it again?
Fumble on the play.
Number 13. This guy's Johnny on the spot,
Yeah.
Justin.
Hawks motor says fumble recovery for your Spartans.
So huge defensive play once again by Summit. Gaining all the momentum here late into the third quarter, carrying it over to the fourth. Really just need to string a couple good runs here. And it's crazy to say with 9:34 left in the fourth, but might be able to semi-ice it with a couple first downs.
Quarterback keep. Going to run out of bounds. You know, we got to give a shout out. Number 77 for Summit. That's going to be
He's been doing a lot of
Ian McCarthy.
A lot of pole blocking and leading the way for sure.
The junior, 6'1", 260. He's the guy that makes the quarterback McElhaney very comfortable to run by him.
I would say if he's not getting some looks by some programs yet, that'll be in his near future.
I mean, you got a guy that quick at 260 being able to move around like that. And McElhaney's going to inch for the first down, it looks like.
They've got, the other point.
They've stopped the clock. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're pointing for the first.
That's enough for another long barbers. First down,
So
Spartans.
Hollis getting subbed out here for the Spartans. So it'll be McElhaney and Sloan in the backfield. Little formation swap. Won't be surprised they do quarterback power this way, right on cue. But wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, it's going to be number 22, Justice Durant, the senior linebacker. So Spartans trying to overload one side of the formation there. Sloan lead the way. But Durant does a good job getting low, blasting through the offensive line. McElhaney with the handoff to Sloan. Picks up about 6.
Number 1, Sam Sloan carries for Summit.
So it'll bring up 3rd and medium.
There's the guys up front doing some damage.
Doing all the work for the Spartans. So once again, overload formation to the right. Hard count. Once again, got the Eagles.
So 36 going to make it 3rd and 1, Justin.
Yeah. So shortens up the 3rd down attempt here. Clock's still winding here in the 4th. Once again, going the power set. Sloan lined up to the right of McElhaney. They're going to let this play clock wind all the way down.
Uh-oh. That's going to be a first down.
So quarterback power run picks up the first down.
Summit fans, make some noise. Our Spartans have entered the Roberts Toyota Red Zone.
So fresh set of downs here for the Spartans. Once again, going with the overload look.
McElhaney doing his best to make sure he stays in bounds. Going to get that clock continue to run. I got to tell you, Justin, 8 points right here makes it really difficult.
It'll be second down 4 from the 12.
If you're Independence here, you've got to sell out to stop these runs.
Oh, tripped up. Going to be 3rd and short. Again, we've yet to see a kicker.
Yes.
He's on milk cartons.
You got two attempts to get 1 yard here if you're Summit. Because even if you don't convert, you've got to feel pretty good about your defense being able to hold Independence with just over 5 minutes left, driving the field 90 yards. So handoff to Sloan.
Oh, man, he's just going to lower the shoulder. That's going to be a first down.
Easily picks up the first. That's going to put them in a 1st and goal. And that clock continues to wind down on the Eagles.
No hurry. Oh, and what in the world? What a play!
Definitely don't think that was.
That was going to be the counter back.
Yes.
So this wide side, they missed the handoff, and McElhaney.
Yeah, I say McElhaney just made something out of nothing.
And luckily for him, you could throw it any way you want.
So Hollis checked back in.
I think it may have took the officials by surprise as well. The good news is it keeps them on the field. One more drive or one more play, this is going to be too easy.
So McElhaney with his 3rd rushing touchdown for tonight.
Get him an ice bath, Justin.
He is doing it all for this Summit offense tonight. 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown. And once again, we'll see a 2-point conversion attempt by the Spartans. So conversion or not, still going to be a 2-score game with 4:14 left in the 4th. Pierce in motion. McElhaney will roll his way.
Pierce having a game as well. Have we seen McElhaney grow up in front of us?
Yeah.
I mean, with the way this is rolling.
He has led this offense.
Here we're going to see, I believe this is going to be the touchdown run. McElhaney just going to lower the shoulder and get the 6.
Follow your guy, number 77.
Yeah, McCarty. You know, with McElhaney just gaining confidence, the Spartans could shock some people in the playoffs.
Make a run, yeah, for sure. So if you win that first game, then you're traveling to Brentwood or Ravenwood. Most likely.
I don't see either one of them going to be upset, but
or you're hosting.
That's right. 17-0 Brentwood over Ravenwood. So Looks like the Bruins on the verge of clinching the region title. And the Spartan faithful here, Old Sparty.
Yeah, rocking it. Looks like the Syracuse S over there.
It's a long kickoff here. Going to be taken.
Right at the goal line. It's got
And
a
he's up.
lane.
Oh, hang on. Oh, and a big hit. Is that Hollis?
That was
No,
Cooper Hall,
Hall,
the kicker.
number 4. That's right. We have no faith on you but go out there and lay the wood.
Well, I don't think that's Cooper Hall's specialty, the
No.
kicking situation, but
You know, the student section sees the tackle. They start chanting, "He's a kicker. He's the kicker." No, I'm just kidding. They didn't say that.
they could have.
They could have. That's right. By definition, they were correct.
So McNeely will take over here with just over 4 minutes left in the game.
This is what we call desperation mode.
I'll
Interesting call to go
Yeah, I was
right
gonna
up
say,
the gut.
go right up the gut.
King on the carry.
Maybe are they setting something up? All right, is that?
I think you got not a lot of time to set things up. So McNeely back to pass.
And that is just going to be.
just short. Intended receiver was Katina.
You know, that's the thing, right? We talked about it before. If somebody gets down by more than 2 scores, you put in an uncomfortable position by the
Yeah.
offense.
Especially late with both of these offensive.
Yeah, just not built for it. But, man, put both of these teams ahead in a contest.
Spartan fans, make some noise.
They'll grind it out.
Grind it out.
So McNeely, empty set. We'll have Katina down here to the close side. It'll be a handoff, though.
He's going to be out of bounds.
That's Needham. Regardless, it's 4 down territory, so it picks up about 4 yards on the carry.
4th and 5.
At least able to stop the clock for the Eagles, bring up 4th and 5 in a must-have situation if you're Independence.
Uh-oh. We got a man in motion
yeah.
slip a little
Slippy.
bit. Dewey.
I was just going to say,
Oh,
Dewey.
we got you.
Artificial turf. McNeely back to pass. Right. Good
It's gonna be
pass
caught,
and catch, yeah.
First down,
That was
number
number
4.
4, Josh Neves.
Or
Making these pass to number 6, Cam Howard.
6.
6, Cam Howard.
That's enough for an Independence first down.
far side of the field.
Yeah. So clock will remain stopped while they set the chains.
Yeah, that took 3 seconds, by the way.
Oh, he was
Justin.
got out of bounds, actually.
And
So
off.
McNeely going deep.
Oh.
Good spiral down the middle of the field. Intended receiver was Needham.
Defending number 31, Michael Crutcher.
A little too much arm on that one.
Immediately following tonight's game, our post-game stats recap will be brought to you by the Bone and Joint
So second and 10,
Official sports medicine
3:25 here left in tonight's contest.
BoneandJointInstitute.org.
Independence will split 3 out wide. McNeely rolls to his strong side, looking.
Oh, Sloan going to get him.
McNeely taken down by number 1, Sam Sloan.
Sloan on hot pursuit.
He may not be doing it on offense like last week, but Sloan on the defensive end, getting it done.
So silver lining it for the Eagles, able to get out of bounds there, stop the clock. Still bring up 3rd and 13.
Summit fans, make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Katina, number 7, has been McNeely's favorite target tonight.
Here comes the blitz. It's going to be collapsing,
Yeah.
and he's sacked.
Great time to dial up a blitz if you're Summit.
Timeout, Indy.
Parks Motor Cell sacked by number 0, Mackay Bell.
So that'll bring up a long 4th down when we come back out of this timeout.
Well, 3:06 remaining in our WCTV game of the week. Paul Breece, Justin Ventline. And obviously, a long time man with the plan, Lance West. We're going to get to cue the picture of Lance on the post credits as they're rolling through. We've seen a lot of football, Lance. I don't know what you could say would be your favorite WCTV game, most memorable one. I don't know if you remember this. A long, long time ago, Justin, in WCTV fashion back in the days, couldn't get everything together, right? Me and another broadcaster back in the day, Sean Hobson, had to call the game standing next to the truck, watching the monitors. It was Ravenwood versus Brentwood Academy in the year that Ravenwood upset Brentwood Academy. Didn't get to really see it in person, but we called it. And it's a great contest. Lance, if you're listening, maybe text me your WCTV all-time favorite game. Down the seam and going to be incomplete.
McNeely's pass falls incomplete.
And a late flag.
Turnover on downs.
And is going to be taunting unsportsmanlike on Summit. And Independence doesn't even realize it.
Well, it'll be after the play, though.
You're right. You're right. It will be after the play.
So regardless, Summit will retake possession. Rivalry game. Emotions flaring high.
Well, credit to Summit Spartans defender right there. He definitely knew the outcome. he knew it is basically over right here.
Yeah. But I think Coach Coleman
he did not appreciate all of his enthusiasm.
There might be some extracurricular activities after the game for that young man. Potentially, let's do some laps.
Yeah, after the game. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. I thought we were going to a replay booth. I didn't know what was going on. He ran off.
So handoff to Hollis. Turns it back in smartly, at least keeping it in.
Gain of 1 yard, second down 9 from the 46.
Coach Stidham trying to make a decision. What's he going to do? I think I see him leaning over to the official over there saying, if we stop him here, I'm going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
They don't get a first down. First down right here. Not only puts icing on the cake, but ice cream as well, a la mode style. Oh, the hard count almost. Still got time. They're going to snap it quick, and timeout, Coach Coleman.
No harm, no foul there. Able to wind down the clock. Might be a good time to get a timeout both ends. I think emotions are running high on both sides.
Country Financial, Culver's, Distinctive Roofing, Dugal, Law and Title Offices, Elite Electrical, Evolve Movement Therapy.
So all things considered, Summit will move up to the 3 seed in Region 6A.
Yeah.
Independence will fall to the 4 seed, so they'll travel to Smyrna next week. Summit will travel 8:40 to Antioch.
Wow.
According to the rankings, all 4 teams ranked within that 30 to 20 range in max preps. I'm not sure max preps looks at the level of competition.
No. Yeah, I mean, you know, we jokingly always say Franklin's the best. It was at the time winless team, first win team, second win team. Yeah, like Derek Jones mentioned, you had brought up, you probably wouldn't want the Admirals in the playoffs right now.
Right.
So it is Coach Stidham who's going to call the timeout.
He's going to make them play it out here.
Well, it is your rival, and you don't want to make it easy on them. Got to make them work at it at least. But if you turn around and we're going to check out the parking lot, a lot of red lights.
A lot of red lights.
Everybody's heading home. I do notice Summit's baseball hitting facility over there. It's covered. Pretty nice.
Nice facilities here down in Spring Hill.
So we would say we'll see you next week, blah, 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 but we're not going to see you next week. It's gone by pretty fast, Justin.
We'll see you in January.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Hoop it up time.
Who's your favorite?
Independence, boys. Girls, Brentwood. Oh, McNeely, just a
Picks up, yeah, he's gonna pick up the first down.
just a difference maker, and the offensive line. Give them credit where credit is due. And that right there, with Coach Stidham only having one timeout left, you're gonna have to make a stop here just to see what happens. And they've run to the short side of the field the last 3 times.
Staying on the home sideline.
Just in case anything breaks loose.
We don't need any chippiness.
Yeah. Your Vanderbilt Commodores, big
traveling down to Oxford, the Grove.
Lane Kiffin. Well, he's going to provide him a good hospitality,
yes.
I'm sure. And what about we're going to get a timeout for Coach Coleman. So
the Vols,
Kentucky Wildcats,
up in
Kentucky. Yeah, that's right. Kroger Field.
Did you shop at Kroger this week?
I got gas at Kroger on my way. Yes, I did. And then, of course, the ever-changing Tennessee Titans are at home.
Tennessee Oilers this weekend.
They've got. You know what? I have seen the uniforms. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, they've been practicing those helmets for 2 weeks now, so I hope.
Oh, is that right? Oh.
So hopefully they can put on a good showing.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, you listen. We may have to
GM Rand Carthon kind of in a interesting spot. If you win this weekend,
what do?
You could still win the division. If you lose this weekend, is it time to make a wholesale change?
Yes. You know, I was just about to say we may have to wear name tags next year to introduce the new players.
Well, speaking of Kentucky, Will Levis getting this start tomorrow or Sunday.
Here we go, victory formation from a shotgun.
Once again, no one knows how to go under center.
Nope, it is not in our repertoire. Wow. Now, Justin, Summit High School, win number 4, crosstown rival. Going to head into the playoffs. I read your notes. You said 3 and 6. I believed you. Win number 4. I still got to think Summit could do some damage in the playoffs.
I think both these teams could do. I mean, all things considered, we should see a Ravenwood.
A Williamson County.
Ravenwood Summit second round. Brentwood Independence second round.
Yep. Well, if you're a play clock guy and you're looking, you don't really have to snap it again. Let's see if we're lining up. Coach Stidham is.
So outside of 6A, we'll have Page, Centennial, Nolensville.
Fairview.
Fairview.
3A.
So lots of Williamson County playoff action coming up next week.
Yeah, absolutely. So our final score here in our WCTV Game of the Week, our last one for 2023, the Summit Spartans built some confidence heading into the playoffs, 32-17. For Justin Ventline, I'm Paul Breece. For Lance West, you're the man, my friend. You've done a great job. We'll see everybody next year.
See ya.